his effort, with his aggressiveness, with his skills. He's shooting the ball outside, he's driving the ball, he always had a pull-up game, can get to the rim. You know, we put the ball in his hands a little bit more, so now he's got a little more space. So he's even more effective. But, you know, he had 5 assists, 1 turn. I think that's the thing that's impressing me the most, because if we're going to put him at the point, he's got to give it up. And he does. But he did that from the first day he got here. You know, we said, yeah, he's a scorer, he's a scoring guard, but you can put the ball in his hands. And he'll just get better at that, too.
Coach, after Truman State, consistency on defense was a big talking point amongst you and the players. It seemed like tonight a lot of Bethune-Cookman's points came off of tough shot conversions. How do you feel about the intensity start to finish?
I thought, you know, just watching this team, Davis and French are really good players, really good. And we did, you know, we locked into them and did a great job on them. And put all the pressure on the other 2 guards. They took 33 shots. And, you know, when you're guarding a guy who's taking 18 shots, that's a tough cover, especially when they're running ball screens for him. I thought we did a good job with our ball screen defense. We got our defense back in transition, didn't give anything easy there. And that's typically a function of shot selection, and we don't turn it over. So if we do that, we should be able to get our defense back. So the other thing, you know, I thought we rebounded fairly well. Got rebounded by 11. So, you know, they run good stuff. You know, Reggie's been around. They run a lot of NBA sets, and he's whistling and calling different things, and they're executing their stuff. So you got to guard for a lot of times longer than 8 or 9 seconds. You got to guard for 28 seconds and finish the possession off and get a rebound. And we did a good job of that.
I asked Philip if he thought this was his most authoritative game since he's been here, and he kind of shrugged off the question, but how do you look at it?
Well, I look at it this way, like, he's been like that from day one, starting in the summer, every day. He's aggressive offensively, he's aggressive in ball screen defense, he's aggressive in post defense, he's aggressive on the glass, he's running the floor, he's taking the ball and dribbling it, driving it, finishing plays, posting hard. I mean, quite frankly, all the stuff he did, you know, when he was at North Dakota, he was dominant. And for us, he was really good. You know, his role was different, you know, with Keegan here. But now, you know, he's taking charge, and that's what I want him to do. And it was always in there, but now you're seeing it.
Coach, I'm interested. This isn't really about the game tonight, but how big of a role can Kinnick Stadium and football games and the atmosphere play in, like, recruiting players to come here, like unofficial visits and things like that?
Yeah, the atmosphere speaks to our fan base. You know, you look at that facility next door, and then they look at our facilities, they look at a program. I'm talking about an athletic program, not just one or the other, that is truly committed to being good, and our fan base wants us and expects us to be good and supports us in that endeavor. So, yeah, it's a big part of it, no question.
Coach, Tony's kind of known as your guys' emotional leader. Peyton showed a little bit of emotion today too. What's it like having 2 guys who were coming off the bench last year step into those leadership roles and kind of put on for the team?
Well, I think we expected that from them. They both played a lot last year. Tony obviously started the second half of the year. Peyton played a lot. You know, Jordan's gone. You know, Connor fills that role as well. He's very vocal and physical, and especially when he's with those young guys, he keeps them locked in to what they're doing, and he was terrific as well.